Cenk Uygur with the Young Turks with us for about 15 more minutes this morning on the Washington Journal. Taking your calls as usual, phone lines, Democrats, Republicans, and independents. We'll go to the line for independents. Colin in Santa Monica, California. Good morning.
Good morning. So I used to be a progressive, and I'll just say it simply. To me, although it's a three-dimensional world, so left and right is ridiculous, but the American eagle has two wings. It needs both a left wing and a right wing to fly, like any bird. And when the right calls the left snowflakes, that may be rude, but when the left calls the right racist and sexist, it's pushing away a lot of people. And I'd be curious, and there's lots of examples of it. So I think there's a silent majority as much as your guest is excited, and I applaud his work in a lot of ways. I think there's a silent majority of people who've been silenced by the bullies coming out of the left, and I'd like to hear him calmly respond in an effort to give his side credibility and not push more people away. He's thrown out a lot of passionate comments today, but not backed it up with a lot of facts.
That's totally not true. I backed up every single thing I said with facts. Okay, so look, the right wing invented identity politics. First of all, it's called slavery. It's not like black people decided, hey, you know what? We think we'll have an advantage by calling people racist 200 years from now, so let's sign up for slavery. That is not what happened. What happened was white people imprisoned, slaved, lynched, killed, murdered, raped black people in this country. Now, am I saying that you're responsible for that sitting at home in Nebraska somewhere? No, we're not saying that. What we're saying is acknowledge that history, acknowledge that slavery was identity politics, Jim Crow was identity politics, discrimination was identity politics, and it's the white right wing that has been playing that game. So does that mean you should blame all white people? Of course not. And it doesn't mean you should blame them now, but you should acknowledge where all of this came from. So when Black Lives Matter says, could you please not shoot unarmed black men? That's not playing identity politics. Shooting black men at a disproportionate rate, that's identity politics, and that actually gets people killed. Look, white people and black people smoke marijuana at about the same rate. Black people are imprisoned at 4 times the rate. 4 times the rate. That's identity politics that robs them of their freedom, their liberty, destroys their lives. And when they push back and say, hey, could you not arrest us at 4 times the rate? Then people turn around and go, I can't believe they're playing identity politics. Stop putting them in prison unjustly. That's the identity politics. Look, the Republican Party did the Southern strategy, where their whole point was to go get racists in the South, to turn from the Democratic Party to the Republicans and vote for them. The 2 different heads of the RNC have apologized for the Southern strategy because it's real and its intent was racist. So when you build an entire political party on identity politics and white supremacy, don't be surprised when people push back and go, well, I'm not a white right-winger, so I'm not interested in that party because you seem to dislike people that are of my hue, race, religion, etc. And then, ironically, because conservatives love to be victims, that's their favorite thing. Oh my God, can you believe it? Somebody said happy holidays to me instead of Merry Christmas. You want to talk about a snowflake? I mean, that's as big a snowflake as you could possibly imagine. So when we say, can you please stop being so unfair to minorities in the country, they go, oh, now I'm the victim. You're playing identity politics. I was having fun institutionally discriminating against you all these years, and now you're going to ruin it by saying I should stop discriminating. I can't believe you're doing identity politics. I don't accept that. It's just not true.
Newport, North Carolina is next. Julie, a Democrat.